Hello guys, today we stay with our Ansible automation and today we're going to see how to use the Ansible builder. So Ansible builder is the utility, is a new command line tool that creates consistent and reproductive execution environment for your Ansible automation platform. So we're going to jump to the platform and try to do the demonstration of Ansible Builder. So the goal here is to enable an Ansible content creator and Ansible platform administrator to take advantage of automation execution environment by using Ansible Builder. So we're going to create some execution environment with this Ansible Builder. So this is our command line here. Check. Oh, I still got my test. Let's see what is inside this test. Host. And, oh. Oh, it's a file. It's a file number directory. No, that's as well. So here we going to check if our Ansible builder is installed. So explore more Ansible builder command line. In upcoming challenge, we will prepare a custom execution environment with the service now that 8SM collection. So this system already has the Ansible Builder command line interface tool installed from the Ansible automation platform 2 installers, so you can directly start playing with the command line as below. So here we're going to check if the Ansible Builder is installed. So we can tap Ansible to check if it is installed. Ansible Builder. help. Oh yeah, when you tap Ansible Builder help, it gives you some of the command that you can use to check the version. For example, to check the version, you can tap this one, help -h or the version. So I can Ansible version, Ansible Builder the version to see the version, see 1.01. So now our Ansible Builder is installed. So we're going to explore the build zip command Ansible Builder build. This is the same command. It's the same command, so it just gives you the zip command that you can tap to have some help about. For example, -h and that just help show you the help page, and -f is to see the file like this, so you can use elf or -file to check the file that you want to take. So here we have, it says the build zip command build execution environment based on definition file is populate the build context and invoke the Pacman or Docker to create the execution environment image. Explore the create zip command. So I already tapped this. It's the same way, Ansible Builder create help and Ansible Builder build help. I'm pretty sure these are same commands, so it's going to give you the same information. Yeah, it gives you the same thing. So Ansible build help and Ansible build create give you the same information about the zip command that you can use. So the create zip command works similar to the build command, and that is take a definition file and create the build context. So the create zip command, however, will not build the execution environment image. So this is useful for creating just the build context and the container file that can then be shared. So right here, I'm good with this one. Moving to the next demonstration. Building custom execution environment with Ansible Builder using the lab environment. So the default window open the terminal, and challenge is designed to work with the snip from description, so you can directly copy and paste the comment given in the challenge to terminal. So there is another tab with Visual Studio Code running. You can open the project directory and edit the file to use, link it to see how your own custom can change what Ansible Builder. So here you see we can also use the Visual Studio Code. So this is a Visual Studio Code right here. So these tags I can also do it with the Visual Studio Code just by opening a new terminal right here. So if I open a new terminal right here, I open a new terminal here on Visual Studio Code. So just go here, new terminal, and then I can do the same tags. So this is right here with the Visual Studio Code. So we have the same thing. So you see, so I can use the Visual Studio Code tool. So this is a text editor, or I can also use this command line on Ansible right here. So let's stay right here and do that. So what's this next? Populate the Ansible Builder spec file and create a custom execution environment. Create execution environment that YAML file. Create project directory where all the files required to build an execution environment will live. So here I'm going to create a working directory for my execution environment. So to create a working directory, we make to create a folder or directory. So as I can tap it, or I can just copy it right here to create a directory right here, and the directory is directly created. It's not created, or I have to cd inside. So I'm already in. Make the project directory and cd project directory. So here, so I make the and I cd inside because I'm already inside right here. There's a project directory. So for those who doesn't know what cd is, so if I go back where I was, so I go back, and then if I list this directory ansible, you see the directory that I created right here, project directory. There were already this directory right here. So the directory is a folder. So the directory is a folder, like you create a folder in your computer. That's different here on the command line. So you have to cd in, go back in that project. Okay, I create my folder. What's the next? Populate the file execution environment YAML file with the following content. You can copy and paste the below command directly. So here I'm going to cut this in this project directory. I'm going to create an execution environment that YAML. So this is how you do it. So this cut that is rows is just cutting this. I'm going to create a file called execution environment. So with touch or cut, you can create a file, and then I'm going to redirect this version dependency and galaxy directly inside. So by cutting this execution environment file, it's going to create it directly, and then redirect these. So this, like, insert this version dependency and galaxy inside directly. So this is what it's going to do. So this is what is happening. So if I open it, that's my execution environment file. If I cut it, you're going to see this version directly inside. That's version inside. So that's cool. It's a easy way to do that. So this is how it's do. So for example, if I can do cut, for example, and then so this is how this command is. I'm just trying to explain it. You cut, I open it. So like this, you redirect. Redirect means you open this execution environment. For example, take another file that I create. Let's say create a file, call it Eric, and then this is a file. By cutting this file, it's going to create the file already until I'm doing touch to create the file. By cutting it and then redirect those information inside like this. So if I cut this like that, and then I redirect it inside, and then if I list the directory, you're going to see Eric right here. So if I cut Eric, you're going to see those information inside. So this is just the explanation of this comment that they put here, right here, so that if you don't understand what it says mean, this is just like it created for execution environment, and then insert those version dependency directly inside. So you can do that. Another way to do that manually is just to create it. For example, who's it Vim? For example, Eric. Let's open Eric. Like I create. If I Vim Eric, error detected with processing home 91. Oh, there's no Vim installed, so that's the problem. There's no Vim, so I have to. We need to do that. We need to install Vim here. So there's no Vim installed here. Oh yeah, there's a Vim. I'm already in. What happened? Oh, yeah, this is a Vim. So I Vim Eric. This is the version dependency, and Galaxy is already inside. Oh yeah, there's a Vim. So it just take longer to come back. So okay. So I just explaining another way to do it manually, but they just did it by using command line. So let me remove those Eric that I create. Yeah, no more Eric. Okay, because I don't want it to my working directory. Create a new file called a requirement. So it's the same way right here. By using this card, I'm going to create those commands. So just copy it, those files right here, put it right here, and then it's going to create it directly. This is right here, requirement.yaml file. I create it, and then what's the next? Open both the file and check if they contain cat execution environment and cat requirement. Okay, that's what it asked me to do, like open those files to see if they have the content inside. So if I call execution, you're going to see those content version 1 dependency, they are inside. And then if I call, so you use the cat command to open the file in the command line interface. So if I call the requirement, you're going to also see collection name and version, so they are inside. So to the spec file execution environment.yaml and requirement.yaml file, you ensure that Ansible Builder will download the service now that XSM collection we're building the execution environment. So right here, the default collection download location is from galaxyansible.com, so you can specify an Ansible config and spec file to point to automation hub on your own hub instances. More than one collection can also be specified in the requirement.yaml file. So with the execution environment using the above create file, run the below Ansible builder command to create a new execution environment called a custom A. So in the working directory that I create with the different file like execution environment.yaml and requirement.yaml, I'm going to run those files to create. So I'm going to run a Ansible builder to build the custom A, this custom A, and by using those two files to build this custom A. So this is a command to build it. Ansible builder -v -t. So -v is just to show the visual visual representation of the work that this is doing on the background. So you want to show it right here. So -v is just to show the recursive. So you should show recursive so that you can see how the work is happening. So this is how it's doing. It's working. It's creating the custom E. Okay, this is the explanation right here. V is to add verbosity. So verbosity is this like all this image that you are seeing right here. Because something happening on the background, you cannot see. The V is just to show this verbosity so that you can see. And the -t right here, custom E, we tag your image name as custom E. So -t is to give our image a name, custom E. So when it's going to build the image, we're going to see it on our working directory. Complete the build, contests can be found at. So this is the part where we can file our contest, our build. Home, Red Hat Ansible project directory contest. So we are already in. So let's clear. I am already in Red Hat Ansible project. So if I list, this is the contest that is created right here. So this is what we just created just right here. So because it's a directory, if I list that, you're gonna see in this contest we have a build and we have a container file. So that's cool. And now the build take around 5 to 10 minutes. Yes, we did it already. Please use the below comment to check the image list via Pacman. Build container file. Use the below comment to check image list via Pacman. Okay, this is how we can check the image right here. Okay, this is the image that is created. So to check it, you just run Pacman image. So Pacman image give you all the image in the repository. So in this custom image, because this is this context, the real name is a custom image right here, localhost, and this is a different image that is have right here. Ansible builder, each support Red Hat 8 and minimal Red Hat. So those are different images that has been created in this contest that we build. So you can usually create constant image in the list of Pacman. So okay, we go right here. Correct. So those are the image that we create on our working directory. Waiting for the understanding and try and definition schema and building a complex execution environment. In this challenge, we will create a similar execution environment as in the previous exercise, but we will also add more dependency information and extra build step to explain what you can achieve with Ansible Builder. Change the directory again to project directory. Okay, so they want me to move to project directory. I am inside the project directory. Okay, and then cd project. I did it already. It did the execution environment that YAML file. What I don't have this execution environment inside here. Okay, it's erased that, so I think I'm going to create it one more time. It did the file execution environment YAML file with following context, so you can compile and post the below command directly. In this file, we are adding extra dependency information. We are adding a Python requirement test file which will hold the path dependency needed for the content to run, and a binding that text which will hold the RPM. So the RPM is a command used to create or download the file with the command line. So instead of creating manually, instead of create the file manually by using the Vim editor, so you can use the RPM to download a file or a software with the command line. So RPM install required, so we are not adding any base image or builder image type and using the default command one by Ansible Builder, which comes as part of AAP2 install. Check the output of command image command to see the image. So here we're going to create, and I know the execution environment with the new information inside. So for the first one that we create, we just have a version and the dependency. So now we're going to install the requirement that YAML create inside this execution environment, and then we're going to install the Python, the system builder. So this file contains all this information that we're going to use the RPM to download or install all this, install Python and install and create the requirement test to create the requirement that YAML inside this directory. So by running this right here, that's the execution environment that YAML for us. So if I cut it, you're going to have all this information inside, and all the information we're going to use one command to build all this. So we're going to build the requirement YAML file, the Python requirement test, and the system with all those information. We're going to execute those information. So create a new file called requirement.yaml and add the following content. So right here we're going to create another file called requirement.yaml with the same process. So right here, and then it's create. If I list requirement.yaml is inside. So create a new file requirement. Okay, I did it. Create a new file called bin deep.test. So all those files, I don't know what we have created, because this execution have a command to create that. This is right here. We define it here in our application. This is like an application programming interface. So by running this application, we were supposed to create all these requirements as tests, and all these tests that they are asking me to create here, but I'm just doing what they asked me to do. So I already created the requirements, so let's create this one too. Okay, 1, 2, 3, we have all our file inserts. One file, 2, 3 files. So now through this spec file execution environment and requirement YAML file, we ensure that Ansible Builder will download the service now with SM and Ansible Utility collection room within the execution environment. More than one collection can also be specified in the requirement that YAML file. The prepend and happen step will be executed after the collection are downloaded in the containers. Build the execution environment using the above create file. Run the below Ansible builder command to create a new execution environment called custom A. So by running this command, you're going to create you're going to build the execution environment for us. So let's do the measure. Ansible builder is building the execution environment image, constant image, dependency file requirement that step does not exist. What does not exist? Dependency file requirement that states does not exist. Why? Requirement that YAML requirement that states. They asked me to create requirement that states, and I didn't create it. Let's go back. Requirement that YAML. I'll create this one. Requirement that this execution environment requirement that YAML. Oh yeah, I didn't create this one, so I need to create this one. I think I skipped this one. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I create a requirement as this. And then go back to create our build execution environment. So now it's going to work. Okay. Now it's building our execution environment because we have all those files installed in our working directory. So now we're going to use Pacman image to verify if the image was built, the constant image E. Complete the build contest can be found at home, Red Hat Ansible project directory. So we are in. Okay, the contest is there. Build container file assembly. So let's verify with this command. Pacman image. So this is the image registry that read out that IO Ansible automation platform 2.1 supported. So this is the environment that we create. So this is a building environment that we create with those files. So it's good. You can see the newly created constant E in the list of Pacman image. Okay, I see. Repository, localhost constant E. Okay. You can see the newly created constant E in the list of Pacman image. The higher Pacman image repository, localhost and custom E. Okay. And then please check the constant directory and take a look at the container file in the direct reflection. So how to do that? I want to cut the contest, and then inside the contest we have a container file, right? I have to cut this, and then container for capital C. Okay. From this. Okay. These are those YAML files that we created over there previously. So we have those YAML file and context file inside the container. So by running those containers, it's going automatically to create those images. Going to use those information to create an image. For example, it's going to run the output, all this indication that we define in our YAML file. Okay. Got this one. This container. This concludes the Ansible video execution environment challenge. Correct. So that's nice. We did it. We are good for this tags. Champion. This challenge will open a Visual Studio Code tab to let users use it as a playground for Ansible Builder. Okay. This is the same thing that we did over here, so it just wants us to use a Visual Studio Code playground. Hold this challenge as a playground to create your own custom automation execution environment. This challenge has the Visual Studio Code window. Open this from the previous challenge are available as reference in the project directory folder. You can use the terminal from the Visual Studio Code on Ansible Builder command. Check close this challenge and the Ansible Builder exercise. Okay. So they are just saying that I should also have the Visual Studio Code like this to do the same task. So see, this is a project. So right here. So that's how it is. So if I move to the project, for example, you're going to see all the information that I did. You see here. So it is the same way. So the Visual Studio Code is just another text editor that you can use. Instead of using the command line interface, you can use this text editor to do the same task. So it's the same task that we were supposed to do. So we are good here. Thank you guys for watching this video, how to use Ansible Builder to create our working environment. Thank you and see you on the next video.